Chapter 2, How to Schedule and Manage Appointments. This chapter will introduce procedures for scheduling and managing appointments to perform the smart thermostat or switch installation and the energy efficiency assessment. Before we begin reviewing procedures, it is important to understand that you may be the first person the customer speaks with concerning this program. The customer should have received program materials notifying them that a local utility provider representative would be calling to schedule an appointment. However, the customer may not have reviewed this information, so there may be a lot of questions and possible resistance to scheduling an appointment. With that said, be sure you are very familiar with the features and services of the 2 Degrees to Save program and the equipment. Being as knowledgeable as you can will help you answer customers' questions, concerns, and overcome possible resistance or objections to the program. Reassure the customer that there is no charge for participating in this program and that they can receive a free digital and internet-accessible programmable thermostat or switch and a free energy efficiency assessment. These will help the customer reduce energy consumption and save on utility costs year-round. The customer will also receive a financial incentive for the successful installation of a smart thermostat or switch. It is important to note that the local utility provider can send signals and information to the smart thermostat, but the smart thermostat does not send any customer information back to the local utility. This program features a free smart thermostat and free installation, which is a $280 value, free warranty for maintenance, repair, and free replacement if the smart thermostat breaks, access to temperature control programming over the internet from any computer, a $25 installation incentive for residential customers, and $50 for commercial customers. How this incentive is distributed is up to each local utility provider. Now let's take a look at the appointment scheduling procedures. You will receive a listing of customers that may be eligible to participate in this program. This list may include both residential and commercial customers. You will need to call the customers to describe the 2 Degrees to Save program. Ask them questions to determine if they qualify for the program and schedule the appointment. When the customer answers the phone, introduce yourself and explain why you are calling. An example introduction is located in your student manual. Hello, my name is Jane Doe, and I am calling from the City Utility Department. We recently sent you information about a new service we are offering to improve energy efficiency and help manage electricity costs. The service includes a free energy efficiency assessment of your home or business and the installation of a programmable digital thermostat or switch, all at no cost to you. We are sponsoring this initiative to help improve energy conservation, decrease energy costs, and protect the environment. I would like to ask you a few questions and then schedule an appointment for our energy specialist to install the digital thermostat and perform an energy efficiency assessment. This call will take less than 5 minutes. Again, it is important to reassure the customer that there is no charge for participating in the program and to discuss the program benefits. Example responses to customer questions are located in your student manual. The questions you will need to ask the customer to determine if they may qualify are: do you own your home or business for the address we are discussing? People renting can still participate in this program with the owner's permission. This is discussed later in this chapter. Do you have central air conditioning? May we replace your existing thermostat with a new programmable digital thermostat? Do you have more than one thermostat or more than one central air conditioner? A legal adult, which is an adult that can make decisions for the location the appointment will take place, must be present during the appointment. This is necessary as the energy specialist will provide important program information, and customer approval to perform some installation steps may be necessary. Your student manual provides possible questions customers may have concerning this program. Familiarize yourself with these and answers to other frequently asked questions in the student manual to better prepare yourself in responding to customers' concerns. Now it is time to schedule the appointment with the customer. Notify the customer that the smart thermostat or switch installation process will take approximately 45 minutes, and the energy efficiency assessment will take approximately 15 minutes. Installations should be scheduled by neighborhoods or in some other manner to improve the efficiency of the installations and reduce driving as much as possible. You should attempt to schedule 2 morning and 2 afternoon appointments for each installer. Example scheduling forms are located in your student manual. Once you have scheduled the appointment, please confirm the following information with the customer: name of person you talk to, address, phone number, alternate or cell phone number, time and date of scheduled installation, number of separate central air conditioning systems. You will be responsible for confirming that this information is accurate in the Yukon system. We will discuss how to use the Yukon system in the next chapter. Notify the customer that someone from the local utility provider will contact them a week before the appointment to confirm the schedule. Also, notify them that the energy specialist who will perform the appointment will contact them the day before to introduce themselves and to confirm the appointment. Thank them for participating in the 2 Degrees to Save program and for their time in setting up the appointment with you. You will be responsible for developing the work order for each appointment. The work order will have the customer's contact information, the appointment schedule, premise or account number as selected by your utility, customer's group number, and any notes such as directions or special instructions you believe are important for the energy specialist to be aware of. The work order may also need to include the customer's substation number. Check with your supervisor if your utility will include this information on the work order. The premise number is typically the number a utility assigns to a specific location. Account numbers are typically used by utilities to represent a customer, not the physical location. This program uses the premise number as the account number, as it is critical to account for where the equipment is installed. When the energy specialist has completed their appointments for the day, they will return the work orders for you to enter information into the Yukon system. The energy specialist will also provide completed appointment activity sheets signed by the customers and energy efficiency assessment forms. You will need to enter this data and file these documents as appropriate. If the customer does not own their property, inform them that they can still participate with the owner's permission. Ask the customer if they have contact information for the owner. The local utility provider will attempt to contact the owner to request permission for the location to participate in the program. Before the appointment can be scheduled, the local utility provider will need written permission from the property owner to perform the installation of the smart thermostat or switch. You will be responsible for managing the appointments and the schedules for the energy specialist. This includes making the appointments, calling the customers a week out to confirm the appointment, and providing the energy specialist with their appointment schedule. Let's first take a look at the process for calling the customer a week before the scheduled appointment. When calling the customer to confirm the appointment, be sure to reintroduce and explain the program. It is possible that the customer you are speaking with is different than the customer that arranged the appointment. In this case, be sure to mention the name of the customer with whom the appointment was scheduled. If the scheduled appointment will not work for the customer, reschedule the appointment. Since you now have a schedule opening, try to fill the appointment with customers you are calling or customers that were interested in having the appointment during the day or time that is now available. Be sure to notify the energy specialist of the change to the appointment schedule. The energy specialist will rely upon you to provide them with accurate customer data and to schedule appointments. Be sure to schedule time between each appointment for cleanup, paperwork, and traveling to the next appointment. Work with your energy specialist to also schedule time for breaks and lunch. Each customer service representative and energy specialist will have a unique process for this program and will operate differently. Work together to establish an effective and efficient method of communication to ensure high customer service and program performance. At any point in the process, you may encounter a situation that will require additional support, documentation, and resolution follow-up. Situations could include a challenging customer, a technical issue with software, or communication challenges. This training program cannot cover every possible scenario, as each scenario will be specific to the individual and/or situation. However, we can have a discussion of how to properly manage and resolve challenges. First of all, never put yourself in a situation that you feel is unsafe. It is important that you and your coworkers feel confident that you are safe at all times. Never provide a customer with personal information about yourself, any of your coworkers, or other customers. The customer does not need to know any personal information about you or your coworkers to receive information about this program. Politely decline to provide any personal information. When presented with a challenging situation, determine if you are able to resolve the situation with existing protocol or procedures. If you are unable or uncertain of the procedures, contact your supervisor for assistance. Be sure to keep good records of what led to the situation and what has been communicated or performed to date. This will help in the efforts to attempt to resolve the situation and to help avoid it in the future. Present these records to your supervisor when their assistance is requested so that they are familiar with the history and context of the situation. It is important to attempt to resolve challenges. Sometimes small challenges turn into larger ones because resolution was not attempted. Work with your supervisor to determine the best course of action to attempt resolution. Again, be sure to keep good records of what communications or activities occurred to attempt resolution for future reference. That's it for Chapter 2. Please complete the chapter quiz located in your student manual. This training video will pause until you select Continue, and then we will review the quiz.